You staying this time?
Trying to, sir. Trying to. It is because Sony has no quality assurance. If we could ever get Sony to get their act together, we would be a much happier professor. Greetings and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Wits. I hope you are all doing well. I am Professor Von Kruselstein. I know you have missed me. I have missed you all very, very, very much. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen, as we approach the end of Halloween week. Why we do a whole Halloween week? I do not know. I mean, Halloween only one day, correct? So why does the same fan say we do 5 shows? Professor was ready to be back earlier, but the same fan say, no, you stay away. I have very dangerous guest hosts lined up. I do not get it. I do not get it. But yes, I apologize for the technical snafus for the start of the broadcast. Apparently,
Good
Sony's
evening, Professor.
app now no longer
left
lets you
you a
stay
message
connected
on
for
iTunes.
more than 2 seconds. 2, 1, 2. Sony need kicking butt. Yes, I believe they really, really, really do. But ladies and gentlemen, now that we have all the technical issues out of the way, how are you doing? Have you missed the professor? Like I say, the professor miss you, but I'd be locked up in basement, I'd be chained to refrigerator, I'd be shown drill bits, that's scary. I was threatened to be put in patient 217's room. No, I am smart professor, I am not psychologist professor, I am not quacky professor. I wish I was Sony technician director. That's what I do wish though. But ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the last 2 episodes of Halloween week, and tonight someone will be walking out with the Quasimodo piece, or the Hunchback piece. I like Quasimodo better. It sounds somewhat scientific, yes? Hunchback. Quasimodo. Which would you rather be known as? And the app is still host. Come on, Sony, get your act together. You $1 billion company. It's not like you run government email server or something. No. Yes, that is the professor's topical joke for the day. Technology.
Hello,
It is a
Wits
joke.
fan. How are you?
We have a problem. I have to turn TV down to reduce music sound. If I turn TV down, I cannot hear your speakings. Because Professor getting old and Professor getting deaf. So, Professor must turn sounds back up, unfortunately. So I apologize. I apologize for background music that nobody likes.
Must you stick your nose into my business? I'm trying to
Nobody likes Sony background music.
just make a tragic ending.
So why Sony put crappy music? At least play some Bach, some Beethoven, some Brahms. Make the professor happy. Professors show up more if we have real classical European music. It would make Professor very, very happy. But Sony did not care about making Professor happy. No. Sony liked making Professor feel like he's sitting on thumbtack. and they're not very comfortable. But let us see. We have had the Phantom of the Opera. We have had Mr. Death. We have had Cleopatra. And now you have the Professor. This is a great way to top the week off. And apparently, Professor's not allowed back tomorrow because another guest host supposed to be in. The thing they know like Professor. He thinks Professor still show. And Professor would still show. Because Professor is genius at what did he call this? Television entertainment.
Hey, how's it going?
Greetings, Miss Sylvia. The Professor is here to entertain. The Professor is here to educate. The Professor is here to make you feel smart. Now, after you leave the show, you might feel a little Professor withdrawal syndrome. It's called PWS. And if you feel your IQ dropping down a little bit, always go back and watch the archives. Because the Professor and the Saint Fan and all his guests do their best to make you feel much smarter, much more ready for the work week, and much more ready for the weekend. Is it the weekend yet? No, not the weekend yet. Dang it. That means we all have to go back to work tomorrow. No, we don't have to, but if we don't, we know get paycheck, we know buy you new things. And I would add, even though this is Halloween episode, to show you some of new things that were purchased just for you. The same thing, too generous.
Read over my shoulder, but it's easier than reading inside your coffin.
Set up from experiment. This is from an experiment gone crazy. He liked lurking around in Professor's lab. We thought if we stick him in studio, we would be much happier, but apparently not. But ladies and gentlemen,
Come closer. Curious about my book?
I hate to
It
go.
tells the story of your unavoidable doom.
Go away, Ghost. Professor, the same fan asked me to show you card collections that were.
How are you, Mason?
We have Marvel collection. We have more Marvel collection. We have even more Marvel collections. We have lots and lots of Marvel collections to show off. See, I like the Dark Side one, or the Apocalypse one. We have, he basically picked nothing up but trading cards for some reason. He figured to think you guys are superhero fans, so you would like superhero cards. So he picked up lots and lots
This book holds the secret.
and lots of superhero cards.
You take the secrets, I'll take your
He
life.
also picked up some stuff he put together in small packages, more cards, and more cards. I do not know. Why did he want the cards so much? I think he saw so many people were collecting cards that he just decided cards are good. For instance, we have small Roger Rabbit collection.
I collected those when I was a teen.
We have large Roger Rabbit collection.
Love them.
Let's see, what else did he say we picked up? He also said we picked up some Star Trek cards and some Lost in Space cards and
Sense my presence.
Beavis and Butthead cards,
You know,
and I forget what else is mixed in there. But we have basically all these ones in the glass containers have been added to the big prize pile. All the ones that are in the loose strands, with the exception, I think, of the big Roger Rabbit stack, have been added to the small. And yes, should have already been
Send
added.
Star Trek ones my way for sure.
Where are the Star Trek ones? Because the Star Trek file was actually pretty large.
UDR Jekyll.
The Star Trek file was actually very large. It's around here somewhere. It's around here somewhere. But yes, he asked me to show those off today. I do not know why. He said we do Halloween episode, so why show off new stuff? And he says because if Halloween episodes go fast, we do bonus game. If not, they just show up for next episodes. He did tell me to tell you, as you guys know, tonight we will be giving away the Hunchback piece. Again, Quasimodo, please. So much better. Tomorrow, somebody will be winning that giant mummy, and there was a bonus Halloween prize that he forgot to mention. Game will likely be going out tomorrow if there is time after the Nerdy Effect show. So do not forget tomorrow, you must watch the Nerdy Effect first and then come visit whomever the guest host is. And the professor, not being told, but the professor has suspicion he knows who the remaining guest host is tomorrow. He has very, very, very big suspicion. Okay, title screen almost done, which means Professor worked on his experimental chemistry. Chemistry need more rum. Yes. Chemistry need more rum. Chemistry experiment not quite right yet. See the professor? He has all his scientific chemicals back here. We have the vodka, the Bailey's cream, the whiskey. What else do we have? I think that is it for chemicals. Chemical pile very, very small right now. But hopefully Professor get more chemicals, he make more experiments, and he show it off to all of you. No. Professor not allowed to make messy drink near technology. The same fan had hissy fit last time Professor made really messy drink because it basically went volcano. And he said it took forever to clean everything up. In fact, I don't think he cleaned everything up yet. Nope, app's still not working. App is very, 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 very bad. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, with that. Oops, wrong button. Come on, Professor. With that, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for everybody's favorite, the four-letter word. And if you are very, very, very observant, you will notice something very special about these four-letter words. I will not tell you till we get into show, but there is something very, very, very special about these four-letter words. We shall see if anybody notices it. And Professor, going bald fast. Greetings, Mr. HBK. Welcome. Yes, you are looking at the professor. The professor has returned. He will be back semi-regularly. He was not allowed to be around for Halloween week. The same fan think I scared all the contestants away. Me? Did you guys see the Cleopatra woman? She's scary. Cleopatra woman, very, very scary. Professor have nightmares. He have to count sheep. Eins, zwei, drei, vier, four, and he's still not right. Professor still have nightmares in sleep. very good words. And the professor do like some of these words, but they are not the words we are looking for. These are not the droids you are looking for. These are not. Oh, see, that would be good. We have Obi-Wan Kenobi show up. Say, these are not the words you are looking for. And basically, these are not the words. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the Halloween episode is a special tribute to a man who deserves a Halloween tribute all to himself. He really does.
Scar.
I don't think people realize it, but if you want the perfect Halloween episode, Dr. Jekyll will be broadcasting question and answer tomorrow. So if you're not here tonight and doing prizes, maybe you go talk to the professor, to the doctor. Because, like I said, if you're like the professor and you had nightmares after yesterday's episode, that'll be very good for you. It'd be very good. Get that image completely eye-bleached out of your brain. And then when I bleached out of your brain, we probably take a few other little morsels. Just kind of nitpick, find where your smarts are. The professor feels good. The professor feels ready. The professor ready to see who the smartest man in the or woman, professor not sexist, smartest man or woman is in the room. And tonight's game, ladies and gentlemen, will only be for 3 closed players. Or is it 3 players closed? Or closed for 3 players? They all mean the same thing to the professor. Not the professor. The professor had lived twice. And the professor, he was a genius in first lifetime. Professor is a genius in second lifetime. Professor looking for something that Professor put down and not happy that he cannot find now.
No.
Professor fight. Professor hide vault light.
Yellow.
Vault light hitting so nobody will know. Professor do have to work on audio visual because he spent all day again putting things in black, and I guarantee the screen look blue to you, correct?
Will.
Professor not happy with spirit gum either.
Yellow. Yellow.
Yet, yup would be a decent, acceptable word. If it was the word the professor used. See, that's why Professor not happy. Professor cannot find setting on television to make camera pick up as normal color. So all his blacks look blue, all his reds look white, all his yellows look like really, really bright.
Lion. Bear with the professor for a minute. Yard. Duck. Mill. Walk. Yo. Dell.
Professor play with chemistry experiment. We see if chemistry experiment works.
Yoa. Well, great Scott.
Hello, Mr. Nutty. Yes, the professor is back. Like I said, the professor, not psychiatrist, the professor wanted to assist Dr. Jekyll for those of you that still have nightmares from yesterday with the queen.
Dell.
It's scary.
You.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, some of you should be receiving packages starting tomorrow, depending on post office. Again, one of you is the benefactor from Jeff the God of Biscuits, who did win an episode, and he informed me to send this to another person. So I am not telling you who. Harry Carey, no. Harry Carey, probably the spirit that I conjured up. Is that you, Harry Carey, in the book? If he is, he don't want to mention it. But yes, the professor had gone through a little change. It's what happened when he gone so long, right? It's sort of like what happened when Nodi wear really, really tight shorts. You see all sorts of changes, especially in his voice. He go up an octave or two. I think he's ready to be part of his own area in Madame Butterfly. But again, ladies and gentlemen, please remember, tomorrow, last episode of Halloween week. It will not start until after the Nerdy Effect. And if Dr. Jekyll is broadcasting, it will probably not start till halfway into his question and answer show. Because the professor felt really bad when he heard that our last Thursday broadcast. Because the app is a disaster. I have been trying to turn it off over and over, but you cannot disconnect. It gave me enough time to flip the screen, and then it said app croak. So we have been trying. It's like I can live with the music a little because I can always cheat and turn this up so I don't hear it.
Dum. Full show professor welcoming Jekyll back. No worries.
So you are doing question and answer show tomorrow?
Maybe.
But yeah, app give the professor enough time to basically flip the screen like it's supposed to be, because that is always the professor's priority. And then after that, this is very, very bad, Sonny. Would love to know what it is that do not work. And it was so bad that when the professor started show, as soon as he did tap to connect, app not available. So I couldn't do anything. So I had to restart Playroom, try it there, did not work. Restart the PlayStation 4, it worked. I get on very fast and say, everybody look backwards.
But yes, at 9.
9 o'clock. Okay, so that's 8 o'clock. So let's see, Nerdy runs from 6 to 8. I'm thinking sensible time. Dr. Jekyll runs from 8 to 9. And then this was run a one game show. Well, shoot, can't run 2 game show tomorrow then. We went on one game show, Covenant of Peace go back into prize pile. I think that's what we do. So ladies and gentlemen, If you are on live from PlayStation and you watch us, you have an entire evening planned ahead of you.
Prog 6 to 720. Pill.
So you have Nerdy Effect from 6 to 7:30. Dr. Jekyll from 8 till...
What's up?
So we're going to have so Dr. Jekyll going to run a full hour show tomorrow? So if we do that, then we have Nerdy from 6 to 7:30. Dr. Jekyll from 7:30 to 8:30. This is all Central Time, ladies and gentlemen. And then Wits from 8:30 to 10 Central Time. So there you are, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we, myself, Nerdy, and a few others have decided to put together the Wits Network. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am taking credit for it and calling it the Wits Network because we first put this on the Wits webpage before anybody thought about it. We showed off the schedule on Instagram before anybody thought about it. And then I decided, I like this idea. Let's see who else wants to sign on for it.
Wits Network, yay.
Like I said, check out Wits webpage at thesaintfan.wix.com/listwits and check out the schedule.
Wits Network is fantastic.
And you will see some of the channels. I gotta go put GQ Smooth back in because I gotta change his. I gotta fix around. I gotta put Spaceman Steve in. I keep trying to get Michael Freiberger to tell me specifically what time he broadcasts, but I can never get a straight answer because he's always out looking for half a hookers. But the plan is, on the webpage, I'm going to put together the entire thing as a channel guide, so to speak. So that it will be able to be, hopefully, if I can get the app that's on the webpage working, calendar, date, time, or times per week. That's the plan. But I have been so busy dealing with the crappy color on the television. Speaking of color on television, I almost forgot. Miss Macy, you should be getting an invitation soon for a co-hosting position.
You will never get a straight answer from the mayor.
I know, like I said, I think it's because he doesn't use the 99% crack, he uses the 1% bonus crack. That's what I believe.
Pup.
Kind of like how it took me forever to get a steady answer from GQ. But I think that's because Uncle Earl's keeping him a little busy. But yes, Miss Macy, I know the Saint fan says that the list that he wants you to guest host on will be coming up probably in about
Awesome.
2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Smile.
So he will send you information at some point to see if it can be arranged. And then Fish Sticks is currently at 4 weeks. Fish Stick is invited for another co-hosting gig in about a month, I think.
Yarn. Whoa. Whoa. I love bonus crack made that lady hosting last night look gay.
No, not even bonus crack could have helped with Cleopatra. Not even bonus. I warned you. If you watched last night, you are definitely going to have to talk to the professor, or you're going to have to talk specifically to the doctor for help on Monday. So please do not forget, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you talk to Dr. Jekyll Monday and ask him if there is any way to wash that image out of your brain.
Oh baby.
And ladies and gentlemen, there is no one to give the 4-letter word tonight. Now, for those of you that did not notice, The four-letter word tonight
Finger.
used the exact same puzzle as the four-letter word from last night. I am surprised nobody noticed. Yeah, it was, what was it? Will, I believe. No, it wasn't Will. It was, I will have to go back and look and see what he used. But no letters in the puzzle were actually changed on this board. The only letters that were changed on this board were the four letters that made up the final word, which you cannot read, unfortunately. Let us fix that real quick so you can read them. The four-letter word of the evening was dump, which is what I hope we put Cleopatra after tonight.
Fuel.
Dump was the four-letter word of the evening that we were looking for. And unfortunately, nobody found it tonight. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for probably the most popular segment on the show. The list. And ladies and gentlemen,
Emoji pile of poop.
we are looking for 10 things related to Halloween. And the 10 things we are looking for.
We are sleeping shit.
Ooh, whoa, let's fix that. Yuck. That's very yuck. One of these days I will remember to fix the skeleton before the show goes on.
Pumpkin.
We are looking for 10 actors
Candy.
who have played Frankenstein's monster or an equivalent on film or television. So it does not necessarily have to be Frankenstein's monster, but it has to be the equivalent of Frankenstein's monster. So we are looking for the 10 actors. We are not looking for the characters. The professor is the only character that we have. Everybody else is real. So we are looking for 10 actors. And I believe they are all actors this time, who have played Frankenstein. I should say Frankenstein monster. Ugh. Or an equivalent to Frankenstein's monster on television.
Vincent Price. Shite, I don't know the actor names LOL. Boris Karloff.
Boris Karloff, the obvious choice, but he is not the one we have chosen.
Peter Boyle.
Peter Boyle is indeed
Bela Lugosi.
number one on the list, Macy. From Young Frankenstein, Peter Boyle.
Robert De Niro.
Oh, very nicely done, Jeffy. Now, for those of you that have never seen Mary Shelley's Frankenstein,
Robert De Niro.
if you have never seen it, it is considered the most loyal to the book ever. How are you getting them in order? Are we just going to go down the list? That's impressive. Number 1 go first, number 2 go second, number 3 go third. Lon Chaney indeed on my list.
News, it's my business. I'm trying to write a horrific novel, and you have just become the tragic ending.
Now, let's see, how shall I tell you this? I will tell you that 4 of these actors, 1, 2,
Aaron Eckhart,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 of these actors are better known for roles other than a Frankenstein monster.
Christopher Lee.
Very nicely done, Miss Macy.
I watch it in school. Charles Dances.
Christopher Lee is the curse of Frankenstein. But yes, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein with Robert De Niro is considered the most loyal adaptation of the book. Now, I will warn you.
Peter Boyle.
Already off the list, Jelly, at number 1.
Fred Gwynne.
Fred Gwynne already off at number 3. So we have gotten Peter Boyle, Robert De Niro, Fred Gwynne, Christopher Lee, and Lon Chaney Jr.
Glenn Strange.
Now, again, I will tell you that a couple of these are not Frankenstein, but Frankenstein-like, much like Fred Gwynne. And one of them is my favorite Frankenstein character. If it weren't for him at my natural height, I would have never played Frankenstein in Halloween. And I really wish I had had the Frankenstein mask, but I think it is buried in the attic somewhere. And it's like so old, it's kind of like split around the neck, so I can't put it on. David Prowse, better known as the man who played Darth Vader without being able to say a word.
Colin Clive.
David Prowse was in Horror of Frankenstein and The Monster from Hell. Hello, Mr. Spaceman. It is good to see you up there.
Hope everything's good down on
I hope the satellite is in orbit.
Valerie Hobson. Michael Sarrazin.
And we are going to hope that all your supplies in the rocket ship got to you without going kablooey. Yes, that is a scientific term, kablooey.
James Earl Jones.
No. We are looking for Frankenstein actors, not Darth Vader actors.
LOL too technical, you lost me.
Kablooey, too technical of a term? Forgive the professor for one moment. Igor!
Shelley.
Please bring Spaghetti down.
James McAvoy.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for 4 actors, and again, they are all actors who have played Frankenstein or the equivalent to Frankenstein's monster. I will tell you right now, 2 of them are the equivalents, and 2 of them are Frankenstein's monster. So we are looking for 2 equivalents to Frankenstein's monster, and we are looking for 2 Frankenstein monsters. And 2 are for television, and 2 are for film. Now, I will not tell you which goes with which. That would be too easy at the moment. Lon Chaney Jr. already came off. D-Back got that one correct.
John Cusack.
So the professor is looking for the mad scientist creation of Dr. Frankenstein's monster. Did you know Dr. Frankenstein's monster had a name according to the book? Yes, he actually had a name. The professor is going to experiment again. The professor will try an experiment of vodka.
Dear diary, today I took 3 more lives, and I do believe number 4 is reading what I write at this very moment.
And ginger ale.
The Undertaker Mark Haleway.
He's not officially Frankenstein's monster. He's just basically undead person.
Fred Gwynn.
Very off the list, Joe is doing well at number 3. You guys gave me number 1 right off the bat, number 2 right after that, and number 3 right after that. So I thought we would go for number 4, but apparently number 4 throwing everybody. So again, 2 of these are for film, 2 of these are for television, 2 are adaptations of Frankenstein's monster, and 2 are Frankenstein's monster. And again, I will not say which is which, because it could be the imitations are both on film, it could be one film, one television, it could be both on television. I will say number 10, I think will be very, very, very hard. I thought somebody would come up with number 5 already.
Who played Two-Face in The Dark Knight?
Tommy Lee Jones? Or are you talking about McAvoy?
Christopher Lloyd.
Now, I will also tell you, 2 of these are comedic.
Lloyd.
One is sort of comedic, and one is horror. So we had 2 comedic, 1 sort of comedic, and horror at the same time. And 1 is a horror version. Let's see, what other clues shall we give? Clue number 1. One is based on music. Number 2 is based on 2 famous words. And I'm usually very good at imitating those 2 words. We shall see when we get to that one. 1 is a lesser known horror movie. And 1 is late night television.
Gene Wilder.
And like I said, I think number 10 gonna be the tricky one. Because you will not think about him until it gets revealed.
List Wits, sir, do you have a website with the rules? John Candy.
With the
How do I
rules?
get in on this?
Yes and no. The rules vary by game. But to get in on this, you simply have to tell me. We have 4 items left on the list. You shout them out. This is open to the channel. If you get it right, we reveal the answer. After 10 answers are revealed, one of those 10 will get a chance at a treasure chest. Because again, tonight, we do not have any more small horror prizes left that I know of. No, my luck, we'll do it like during somebody will pick one during the treasure chest, like Justin did with the zombies game that I forgot that I had. Very nicely done, Dr. Jekyll. Peter Hinwood from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
So, I just start yelling out answers?
For the list and for the open games, yes. The list and the 4-letter words will always be open games.
Johnny Depp.
Nope, there is no sign up in advance. The closed games, I do have one rule to get invited to the closed games. You basically have to participate on the chat before the game starts, because I will basically go back to the top of the YouTube chat from wherever it's at the moment, and I will start picking the active chatters. So if you make a comment early in the show and we get past it, you're kind of out of luck. So the idea is to keep you active during the entire broadcast. We don't know where the chat list will start. It could start at the beginning like it did yesterday. It could start really late in the middle if there are a lot of comments. And then we basically work our way down. For instance, tonight's game will be the game of Cluedo. And I will be choosing 3 players from the chat that are active to see if they want to participate. After we do the closed game, if there is time, we do another open game where anybody can participate. Our open games are usually limited to Blockbusters, Scrabble, Concentration, Joker's Wild, Break the Bank. I'm forgetting some open games. First letter first. Camouflage, that's the question.
Let's do this.
I'm trying to think of all my open games now. Blockbusters, Concentration. Joker's Wild is usually open. Who am I forgetting? Jeopardy is almost always open. And I have a few more that are open, and then I have certain ones that are specifically closed. For instance, I will almost always make Hollywood Squares a closed game. It's usually a 4-player tournament. All-Star Blitz, a 4-player tournament. Wipeout is a 3-player game. Cash Cab is a 9-player game. The 21st Question is actually an 11-player game. Jackpot is 6. Wordplay is 4. 3 or 4, depending on my mood. So it just depends on the game as to whether or not the closed games are lots of open players, or lots of players, or very few players. And sometimes it's tough. For instance, last night's Cash Cab that Yoda's Dream Girl won with the Vincent Price questions is designed for 9, but we took a while to even get 8, so we ran with 8 of them. Alright, we are still looking for 1 comedy, 1 horror, and 1 comedy. So we have 1 comedy, 1 horror, 1 comedy. We are looking for 1
My plane.
One adaptation of Frankenstein's monster, and 2 actors who have played Frankenstein's monster. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, is the last of our closed Halloween games. And tonight, somebody will be playing for the Quasimodo McFarlane piece tonight. And then tomorrow night, again, depending on how the schedule falls. Because like I said, the idea is Nerdy runs from 6 to 7:30 or 8 o'clock. Dr. Jekyll runs for about an hour after that. And then I'm going to be on after Dr. Jekyll with a new guest host. And tomorrow night, there will definitely be one prize for the open game, which will be the Mummy. And depending on how things go tomorrow night in terms of time, the second game will be the Coven Witches board game.
Looking forward to Jekyll's stream tomorrow, D.
I am too, because he is going to have to do a lot of healing for people that are still traumatized from last night.
Kevin James.
Okay, we are down to 0 minutes on the timer, so it is time to give you guys a little hint. Number 5.
It's very rude
2 words.
to read over my
2
shoulder,
words.
but it's easier than reading inside your coffin.
You ring. I usually do his voice much better, but the professor kind of off tonight. You ring. Number 9 is an actor that is more famous for other films. He is more famous for a lot of B-er type movies, B-type action movies. He likes playing the bad guy. He has a famous brother. And number 10 is from New York.
I had a flashlight of him.
Ah, yes, he is Lurch, but you have to give me the actor's name. I loved Lurch. Lurch is the character that got me into Frankenstein. And for those of you that didn't know, the guy that played Lurch wasn't ever actually supposed to speak at all. For some reason, he ad-libbed those 2 words. Correct, Jonas Greenville.
Curious about my book?
It was indeed Ted Cassidy. He actually ad-libbed the "you rang" line, and they were going to cut it out, and basically John Aston and I'm drawing a blank for Morticia's actor's name.
Nick Brimble.
Basically said, keep it in there. It was basically the actors overwrote the producers on that one. And believe it or not, Ted Cassidy actually played the piano. He was actually 7'1", I think. He is very tall. No boots, no lifts, no nothing of the sort. And he was not even supposed to be the original Lurch. So again, number 9 is an actor He's more famous for minor villain roles in B-type action movies. He has a famous brother who is also an actor.
There were two. The second was Karel Struiken.
Karel Stricken was the second. I think Karel was supposed to be the original one, and they just liked Ted Cassidy so much that they kept him to start with. And number 10 comes to us live from New York. So we're going to see if that helps. Number 10 comes to us live from New York. Number 9 is more famous, again, for his brother. He has claimed conspiracies have kept him in Canada. He's more famous for playing lead bad guys in those direct-to-DVD movies.
Steve Martin.
Not Steve Martin.
Mike Myers.
I'm trying to think of what else. Number 9. Some of Number 9's other movies are Hard Rain.
Clancy Brown.
I'm drawing a blank on his other movies now. Dang it. And yeah, he's got a famous brother that does a lot of lead acting as a good guy character. He does a lot of acting as a bad guy character. I'm trying to think of what else he was in. Kingpin. He had a role in Kingpin, I believe.
Danny Carvin.
And number 10 comes to us live from New York. Or came to us live from New York. Let's put it that way. And number 10 is probably, if you think about it, one of the best comedians they had.
Phil Hartman.
There we go. Phil Hartman played Frankenstein's monster when they had the character on Saturday Night Live. He was one of the few guys that did it very, very well. And number 9, again, brother is also an actor. This actor plays a lot of the lead bad guys in straight-to-DVD type movies. He's in Canada at the moment, claiming that the government's not letting him back into the States. Hola, Don. How are we doing, my friend? I'm probably going to have to go pick some of his movies out now, just so I can name some of them. Oop. Not what I wanted.
Justin Bieber.
Well, we would like Canada to keep him, but I don't think that counts.
Randy Quaid.
There we go. That is who we were looking for number 9. And that one goes to HDK. We were looking for Randy Quaid. He was the monster in the 1992 version of Frankenstein. And they say that one was headed in the right direction when they put it together. It just kind of lost the story somewhere. So we had Peter Boyle, Robert De Niro, Fred Gwynn, Peter Hinkwood from the Rocky Horror Picture Show, Ted Cassidy, Yul Rang, David Prowse, yes, ladies and gentlemen, Darth Vader was actually Frankenstein's monster back in Horror of Frankenstein. And the monster from hell. I've never seen the monster from hell, but I'm kind of interested in that one. Christopher Lee from Curse of Frankenstein. Lon Chaney Jr. I had to choose between Chaney and Lugosi, and I kind of basically said Chaney. Randy Quaid from Frankenstein in 1992, and Phil Hartman from Saturday Night Live. So ladies and gentlemen, it's time to find out who's going to be able to pick a prize from the mini pile tonight. Because again, we do not have a horror small prize available. So let's start with Macy has 3 of them. So Macy's got a 30% chance right now. Macy gave us number 1 on the list, Peter Boyle. Easy, Peter Boyle. No, it is not Peter Boyle. So Macy, with that, we go to number 6. Luke, I am your father's monster. David Prowse.
I was thinking Dennis Quaid.
Is David Prowse our prize winner? No, it is not. So Macy down to 1 chance. And we turn our attention to HBK, who he gave us Fred Wynn and Randy Quaid. And since Randy was the hard one, we're going to take Randy and we're going to see if he is the prize winner for HBK. Is Randy Quaid our prize winner tonight? No, Randy Quaid is not. Which means we have 6 left, which means everybody has 7 left. Let's see. Because I keep forgetting Jelly. Because I got Jeffy crossed out for some reason. So we have a 1 in 7 chance. So everybody right now has a, 14% chance of winning? And it will increase as each name is removed from the list. I am going to go with, let's do the time block. Let's see if Peter Hinwood for Dr. Jekyll is our prize winner. No, it is not. I am sorry, Dr. Jekyll. No prize for you this game. Next on the list, we will turn our attention to the rookies of the visits. And we will start with Jelly. Jelly gave us Robert De Niro in the most faithful version to the book. Is Robert De Niro our prize winner? No, he is not our prize winner. Sorry, Jelly. No prize for that rookie. Now we will turn our attention to the other rookie of least wits, Spaceman Steve Douglas. And if you guys haven't catched him, kind of hard to catch him. He's in space. Friday night, the satellite broadcast down to Earth just for you guys, and the special chips that we put in your PlayStations. Is Phil Hartman our prize winner tonight? No, Phil Hartman is not our prize winner tonight. Sorry, Spaceman. Shipping would be a pain to get it out of space too, because I do pay for the shipping, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, we turn our attention to Macy again with my other original choice, Christopher Lee. Is Christopher Lee Saruman? No sleepies. Our prize winner. Let's see if Macy's luck continues with the list. And there it is, Macy again, our prize winner. I swear, Macy has this thing with the list. She has all the luck in the world with the list. Congratulations, Miss Macy.
You take the secrets.
And with that, my dear, we have 78 prizes on the list for you, Miss Macy.
Nice, Macy.
Which of those 78 boxes do you think has your best prize in it? I'm almost going to guess. I know which number she will choose again. I'm almost going to guess.
AFR.
You know, I should let the list drop down to a specific number so she can't pick that late number. Just to see what she does.
Lol in just lucky smile.
Well, let's put it this way. You've gotten lucky on 4 of the last 6, I think.
One 8.
Oh, she's changing the number on me. I was expecting another number 69.
Is
Number
it just
18.
Or is he echoing and slowed down? Thanks everyone.
Number 18 is the 2 Star Wars signs. So again, these are the small prizes.
169. Awesome Fraggle.
So, for Miss Fraggle, oh, I think they're in the door. We will be sending Fraggle 2 of those 5x8, or what are they? 9x. They look like the sheet of paper that can be made out of the plasticky wood stuff. So, like I said, these are the small prizes. And Macy gets 2 of our Star Wars signs. I will send you the photos later, Macy, so you can choose which 2 you are wanting. But ladies and gentlemen, with that, as we close the mini prize list, it is time to get things started. With our primary game tonight.
Right back.
And tonight's primary game is the game of Cluedo. And again, this is a tribute episode that I had put together some time ago. It was going to be done with a guest host, but Halloween works just as well for this. So ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be picking 3 of our guests to be contestants. And the 3 that come up that have not already won, that is the other key to this. So for instance, Yo the Dream Girl will not be eligible. KTG, Justin, and I don't have my list of previous winners. Oh, there we go. So Yoda's Dream Girl won yesterday, so she's out. That one guy 2 won, KTG won, and Justin won. So those are the 4 that will not be eligible. So my first invitee, believe it or not,
I did it, LOL.
is D-Back.
That was freaky. I am gonna post that on IG.
D-Back, you are my first invitee if you are interested. My second invitee is Sylvia.
In for sure.
And my third invitee at the moment is Dr. Jekyll. And again, there is no favoritism. There is no favoritism. It is basically whoever's at the top of the chat when we get to the game episode is who I choose. For instance, Yoda's Dream Girl is at the top. I can't choose her because she won. Macy was up there. I can't choose her because she got the list tonight. Get my mouse back. There we go. Alright, D-Back is in. So we have Sylvia and Dr. Jekyll at the moment. So we're going to give Sylvia and
I
Dr.
thought I couldn't play this one. LOL.
No, you can play because the questions have nothing to do with the Institute. All right, Dr. Jekyll is going to pass. Give me a minute.
I wish they make a full clue game on PS4.
HBK, you are up next. And if Sylvia does not respond, Nerdy is third on my list. All right, HBK is in. Nerdy, you are my third one on my list.
Yeah, bro suffocated everyone. Oh wait, Ginger helped with her chili. Ugh. I'm too distracted to play. Stuff for tomorrow. I'll be watching and laughing.
All right. So we're gonna give Nerdy, just like we give Sylvia, we give Nerdy a minute to say yes or no.
Is Nerdy creeping? LOL.
He may be. He likes to creep a lot. He is my angelic devil. Alright, then we have Zaya, Jelly, and then, let's see, and then Bros. And if those three pass, Steve is next up. Alright, so you are in. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have our three players. D-Bag, Bros, and HBK. Alright, it is very simple. It's a can you determine the whodunit?
I hate when the comments get disabled.
Alright, it's very simple. Can you determine who committed the murder, where, and with what? So D-Bag, Bros, and HBK. It's very, very simple. We're going to give you a series of trivia questions on Halloween, horror, monsters, nightmares, Cleopatras, that sort of thing. Okay? The first player to give me an answer will lock in that answer. That answer will basically be selected. If it is correct, it will remain on the board. The other two will disappear. If it is incorrect, the correct answer, that answer will disappear and you are locked out for the rest of that question. Whoever gives me the correct answer will then get to choose one suspected card from that category. So the question may be a weapon question. If it's a weapon question, we're going to reveal the 6 weapons that were used to commit the murder. That could have been used. One of them will have been used. If you are correct, it will be a Cluedo in your board. In addition, if it is not a Cluedo, it's worth a set number of points. If it's a Cluedo, it's worth 100 points. After the first Cluedo is found, the points then double. So it's times 2. After the second Cluedo is found, it's times 3. and the scoring will make a little more sense when we get through the first question. All right? So if the answer is a suspect answer, whoever gave me that correct answer will be able to choose one of the suspects. Okay. I'm sorry, it's 200 points for a Cluedo. It will make more sense when we get to it. We do not have a bonus game for this one. Whoever wins the game and has the most points will get vault numbers removed from the board. Normally when we're playing, because this is a Halloween episode, we're not doing that, based on how many Cluedos they actually found. So it's possible you win the game without finding any Cluedos. Very hard, very unlikely, but it is possible. If you find one Cluedo and you won the game, you get 2 numbers off the board. If you found 2 Cluedos and so on and so forth, you get 3 and 4. Alright, so here are the 3 areas. We have weapons, suspects, and rooms. The murder victim tonight, before he got cloned, was our Dr. Jekyll. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Jekyll was killed. They found his body somewhere. I can't tell you where yet. It's up to you guys to determine who killed him, what they kill him with, and where did they kill Dr. Jekyll. And there were a lot of suspects. We had a problem narrowing it down to 6. So, gentlemen, here is your first question. So again, D-Bat, Bros, and HBK. Out of which food were jack-o'-lanterns originally made? Out of which food were jack-o'-lanterns originally made? And your choices are melons, squash, or turnips. Melons, squash, or turnips. Now, because this is a multiple choice game, the questions are set intentionally attempted to make these harder. HBK says squash.
Squash.
Is it squash? No, it is not squash. HBK is locked out. Rose came in second with melons. Is it melons? No, it's not. It is actually turnips. So, D-Back, you got it with turnips. And we have the 6 suspects for you. Okay, so here are your suspects. Was Dr. Jekyll killed by Nurse Enema? Was he killed by Pilch? Was he killed by Magic Hands Bob? Was he killed by the old man? Was he killed by Mr. Hyde? Or was he killed by patient 217? We know one of those 6 killed Dr. Jekyll. So, D-Back, who killed Dr. Jekyll? Was it Nurse Enema? Was it Pilch? D-Back says Mr. Hyde killed Dr. Jekyll. Was it Mr. Hyde? No, it was not, but you do still score 100 points. So we know Mr. Hyde didn't do it. So with that, we reset the board and we pull up the next question. Believe it or not, but in legend, Dracula also had an assistant. What was that assistant's name? Believe it or not, in legend, much like Dr. Victor Frankenstein, Dracula had an assistant. What was that assistant's name? And your choices are, was it Habsburg, Bismarck, or Reinfeld? Was it Habsburg, Bismarck, or Reinfeld? In legend, Count Dracula had an assistant much like Dr. Frankenstein had Igor. Was that assistant's name Habsburg, Bismarck, or Reinsfeld? Alright, Rose is in first with Habsburg. Was it Habsburg? No, it was not Habsburg. HBK in second and says it's Bismarck. Was it Bismarck? No, it was Reinfeld. It was indeed Reinfeld, which means D-bag. You get control again. And this time, oh, it's another suspects question. It is another suspects question. So, D-bag was the murderer. Nurse Enema? Was it Pilch? Was it Magic Hands Bob? Was it the old man? Or was it patient 217? Patient 217.
Patient 217.
Was patient 217 our murderer? No, he was not. But again, another 100 points on the question to D-bag. So basically, D-bag is up 1 Cluedo right now, because the Cluedo is 200 for the first one, 400 for the second, and then 600 for the third. All right, we're going to reset the board. And we're going to reveal the next question. Halloween often has a tradition of bonfires. Originally, it was simply known as bonefire because druids would throw bones of which of the following deceased into a fire to ensure the sun would return after winter. Halloween has a tradition of bonfires. Originally, it was simply known as a bonefire because druids would throw bones of which of the following deceased into a fire to ensure the sun would return after winter. Was it cattle,
Did you not
cats,
sense my presence?
or humans?
These books don't write themselves, you know.
Was it cattle, cats, or humans?
Cats.
All right, Rose is in first with cats. So HBK, if you want to get another guess in, you're going to have to give it to me. Rose says cats. Was it cats? No, it was not cats. So HBK and D-bag.
Cattle.
HBK, quick on the typing fingers tonight. Was it cattle? Yes, it was. It was indeed cattle. And with that, HBK, you get to make the next choice,
Humans.
which is a room. So, we don't know who did it yet. We don't know where, but we're about to try to find out. Was Dr. Jekyll murdered in the kitchen where the biscuits come from? The change vault where Magic Hands Bob finds himself all the time? The clone lab? The therapy room? The morgue? Or patient 217's room? And if he goes into 217's room, he's taking his own life into his own hands. So HBK, one of those 6. Was it the kitchen, the change vault, the clone lab, the therapy room, the morgue, or patient 217's room?
217.
All right, HBK says it happened in patient 217's room. Is that where it occurred? No, it did not. But HBK scores 60 on that. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we reset the board. And we go for the next question. And here is your next question, ladies and gentlemen. This bird is often associated with Halloween. And common belief was that if you heard it, someone was about to die. This bird is often associated with Halloween. And common belief was that if you heard it, someone was about to die. Which of these birds was it? Was it the owl, the crow, or the raven? Bro's in first with the crow.
Raven.
HBK in with the raven, and that gives D-back the owl. Was it the crow? No, it was not the crow. That is strictly the title of the movie. Was it the raven? No, it was not. Legend has it, if you hear the hooting of an owl, somebody is about to die. So with that, D-back steals another one. And D-back, you get a room choice.
Owl.
If you hear an owl hooting, supposedly during Halloween, it means somebody's about to die. Believe it or not, all three have Halloween traditions associated to them. The crow was the messenger of death, I think. The raven was the trickster. And the owl was the warning of death. Alright, D-Bag says it happened in the kitchen, where all the biscuit gods arise from. Did it happen in the kitchen? No, it did not, but D-Bag finding another 100-pointer. D-Bag finding some big points out there early. And with that, we get rid of the 100-pointer, and we reset the board. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your next question, and here we go. You know that the pumpkins are coming in orange, but they have also been known to grow in which of the following combinations of colors? So at Halloween, you've seen the orange and yellow, the orange pumpkins. But they have also been known to grow in which of the following combinations of colors? We have red, white, and yellow, white, green, and blue, and black, red, and green. Pumpkins have been known to grow orange, but which of these other combinations do they also grow in?
White, green, blue.
All right, Bro says white, green, blue. Do they grow in white, green, and blue? Indeed, they do. They have white pumpkins, green pumpkins, and blue pumpkins. Those are the official colors that are accepted for pumpkins. All right, bros, with that, my friend, you get to choose
Red,
a weapon. So we have a weapon choice coming up for you. So, was Dr. Jekyll killed by poison coffee, by bat, by hammer, by knife drill, by machete, or by laser pistol? And for those of you that have not watched Dr. Jekyll, they have used all 6 of these at some point. No, I don't think he's used the knife drill, though. The knife drill was the one on Instagram. Was it the knife drill? No, it was not the knife drill, but Bro scores 30 on that one. Alright, guys. The 30 comes off the board. We reset the board and we give you guys the next question. candy corn is one of those candies you can either love or you can hate. And while it's best known for Halloween for its colors, it wasn't originally a Halloween tradition until after World War II, believe it or not. In which city was candy corn first created? Was candy corn created in Philadelphia, Chicago, or London, England? Candy corn is one of those candies you either love or you hate. And while it's best known for Halloween because of its colors, it wasn't actually a Halloween tradition until World War II. But do you know in which city candy corn was first created?
Philadelphia. Philly.
Rose in first with Philadelphia. Is it Philadelphia? Yes, it was, bros. It was first created in Philadelphia because it was nice and easy and quick to make. It was nothing more than sugar piled up. All right, bros. With that, my friend, here is, you get to choose one of the rooms. Which room? We have the change vault, the clone lab, the therapy room, or the morgue. Where was Dr. Jekyll killed? Oh, bear with me 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen.
More.
Dr. Jekyll died in the morgue, did he? So they could hide him with all the other dead bodies that they were getting ready to clone. Was Dr. Jekyll killed in the morgue? No, he was not, but you score 100 points on that one, bros. Because we have not yet found any Cluedos, so we have not doubled our scores. And with that, we reset the board once again. And the next question is, according to superstition, a person who is born on Halloween has which supernatural ability? I think I'm going to have to lose the stash. Damn it. According to superstition, a person who is born on Halloween has which of the following supernatural abilities? Do they know when someone is dying? See and talk to spirits? Or see the future? According to superstition, someone who is born on Halloween has one of those abilities. Do they have the ability to know when someone is dying?
Talk to spirits.
See and talk to spirits? Or see the future? D back in first with talk to spirits. Do they have the ability to see and talk to spirits?
When someone is dying.
Indeed they do. If you are born on Halloween, supposedly you have the ability to talk to ghosts and spirits without the Ouija board and all that good stuff. Alright, D-Bag scores that one. And with that D-Bag, you get to choose one of the weapons. So was Dr. Jekyll killed by poison coffee? Was he nailed with a bat? Was he nailed with a hammer? Or was he chopped up into little bits with a machete? Or did somebody shoot him with a laser pistol?
Hammer.
D-Bag says somebody beat up Dr. Jekyll with a hammer. Did D-Bag get hit with the hammer? No, he did not get hit with the hammer. And with that, we reset the board. And we go to the next question. Psycho is one of those classic horror films, although tame by today's standards. But how many Oscars was Hitchcock's thriller Psycho nominated for? Was it nominated for 5 Oscars, 4 Oscars, or 6 Oscars? Rose says it was nominated for 4 Oscars. Was it nominated for 4 Oscars? Yes, it was. I think Janet Leigh might have been the only actor or actress that was nominated. I think everything else was based on special effects, sound effects, music, and script writing. I think that was all that it was. All right, bros. With that, you get to choose another weapon. So we've got another weapon question. Is it poison coffee, bat, machete, or laser pistol? Was Dr. Jekyll killed by poison coffee? Was he killed when he got clobbered with the bat? Was he killed by being stabbed or chopped up with the machete? Or was he shot with the laser pistol? The baseball bat. Was Dr. Jekyll clunked to his demise? Let's find out. No, he was not clunked to his demise with the baseball bat. So with that, the 80-pointer comes off the board, and we reset the board. And it is time, ladies and gentlemen, for the next question. The first known mention of trick-or-treating in North America was in print, and it occurred in which of the following Canadian provinces? The first mention of trick-or-treating in North America was in print, was in which of the following Canadian processes?
Start on this game by mistake.
I have done that before. Was trick-or-treating first mentioned in North America in print in Quebec, Prince Edward Island, or in Alberta? Now, just to warn you guys, don't give the answer to the 3 questions pop up, because if you're wrong, you're automatically booted to the last in the list. Alright, HBK says Prince Edward Island. Was it in print in Prince Edward Island? No, it was not. Was it in Alberta? Yes, it was. D-back, absolutely right. In North America, trick-or-treating was first mentioned in an Alberta newspaper. All right, D-back. With that, you get to choose another weapon. And I don't control the order. It's all determined at random. So it could be suspect, weapon, 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 room, weapon, weapon, weapon. Because as you guys can see, there are numbers up there. It just goes to show you that the order was determined randomly. So, D-Bag, which weapon killed Dr. Jekyll? Was it the poison coffee? Was it the machete? Or was it the laser pistol?
Machete.
The machete. If it's the machete, you score 200 points for the Cluedo. Let's find out. No, it was not. It was not the machete. Which means you are but you are up there in score. You're at 450. But like I said, the first Cluedo is 200, the second Cluedo is 400, and the third Cluedo, which is the key, is 600 points. So, with that, gentlemen, here is your next clue. According to popular belief, witches held 2 meetings during the year, one of which was on Halloween. What were these meetings called? According to popular belief, witches held 2 meetings during the year. One was on Halloween. What were these meetings called? Were they called Sabbat, Cockerels, or Barrows? Were they called Sabbats, Cockerels, or Barrows?
Sabbath.
D-Back says they are Sabbat. I'll take that. I assume you put in Sabbat and autocorrect gotcha. Rose says they are Barrows, which means HBK has Cockerels. Let's find out. Were they Sabbats? Indeed they were. One was on Halloween for end of harvest, and the other was like on the first or second day of spring for the start of harvest. Alright, D-Back, with that, my friend, we are going to reveal the rooms. And we are down to 3 rooms. Was Dr. Jekyll killed in the Change Vault? Was he killed in the Clone Lab? Or was he killed in the Therapy Room? Was Dr. Jekyll killed in the Change Vault? Was he killed in the Clone Lab? Or was he killed in the Therapy Room? Dr. Jekyll was killed in the Clone Lab, was he?
Clone Lab.
Let's find out. Was Dr. Jekyll killed in the Clone Lab? No, he was not killed in the Clone Lab. You guys are not having any luck solving this murder mystery, are you? Alright, gentlemen, it is time to reset the board. And it is time for your next question. 2 cities claim to be the Halloween capital of the world. One is Salem, Massachusetts. In which state is the other city? So I just need the state. 2 cities claim to be the Halloween capital of the world. One is Salem, Massachusetts. In which state is the other? Is it New York, Pennsylvania, or Minnesota? Two cities claim to be the Halloween capital of the world. One is Salem, Massachusetts. In which state is the other?
Minnesota.
D-Back says Minnesota. Is it soda? Indeed it is. It's not Minneapolis, it's not St. Paul. What city was it? I had this memorized just for this. This was one of those little tidbit facts I had. But yes, Minnesota claims to have the other Halloween capital of the world. And with that, D-Back, we're going to the suspects list. And this is a long list. So, who killed Dr. Jekyll? Was it Nurse Enema? Was it Pilch? Was it Magic Hands Bob? Or was it the old man? And again, guys, if you haven't seen the old man, he's a great character. I think he's only actually shown up on air once, maybe twice. So 2 cities claim to be the we already did that. I'm reading the question again. So who killed Dr. Jekyll? Was it Nurse Enema? Was it Pilch? Was it Magic Hands Bob? Or was it the old man? professor's head is not staying
I
on
see
them.
the old man.
I'm trying to remember how many episodes he's been on. I know he's been on one. Because he actually showed up on the episode after I asked Dr. Jekyll if I could make this whole entire episode about him.
Magic hands Bob.
And he said yes, and I'm like, okay, well give me a 6th character, because I only had 5. I had Pilch, but I didn't have the old man. He's like, go for the old man. He's making his appearance next week. Alright, is it Magic Hands Bob? No, it is not Magic Hands Bob. Those Cluedos are going to be very important, it seems. Because they're going to be the only ones left. Alright, we're going to reset the board. And here is your next clue, gentlemen. Not all Halloween traditions are normal. One tradition said that girls could see the images of their future husband if they hung wet sheets in front of a fire. In what country did this Halloween tradition occur? So basically they're sitting at the hearth, they hang the sheet in front of the fireplace, and the light would flicker the image of their future husband. In which country did this tradition happen? Was it Scotland, England, or Ireland? You thought I was going to make this like really easy and spread them out, didn't you? Not all Halloween traditions are normal. One tradition said that girls could see the images of their future husbands if they hung wet sheets in front of the fire. In which country did this occur?
Scotland.
Alright, HBK says England.
Ireland.
Was it an English tradition? No, it was not an English tradition. Rose says it's a Scottish tradition. Are those Scottish just that weird? Yes, they are. Rose, you are correct. It did occur in Scotland. Ireland has their own traditions, but I don't know if that's in this question category, this board or not. All right, bros, with that, here's what you get to choose. A room. And we're down to 2 rooms here. Did Dr. Jekyll get killed in the change vault? Or did he get killed in the therapy room? Did Dr. Jekyll get killed in the change vault? Or did he get killed in the therapy room, bros? Bros says he died in the change vault.
Ball.
Did he get killed by a cavalcade of change, apparently not thrown by Magic Hands Bob? No, he did not. He did not get killed in the change vault. So we know where he died. But we got to get to it. So ladies and gentlemen, here is your next clue. During the Salem witch trials, how many people were actually hung as witches? During the Salem witch trials, how many people were actually hung for being witches? Your choices are 190, 19, or 0. Through the Salem witch trials.
3.
You are locked out till the end, HBK. 3 is not on the board.
19.
Rose says 19. Again, if you give me an answer that's not one of the 3, you're locked out till the end.
190.
Alright, Rose says 19. Were 19 people hung? Yes, they were. 19 people were hung for accusations of being witches. Alright, bros. With that, you get to choose a weapon. And we're down to 2 possible weapons. Was it the poison coffee? Or was it the laser pistol that killed Dr. Jekyll?
Coffee.
Rose says Dr. Jekyll was killed by the poison coffee. Is that what did Dr. Jekyll in? A little extra caffeine? No, it was not. Holy mackerel, guys. All right, here's the next clue. It is said that apple bobbing originated as a Roman festival for which goddess of fruit trees? It is said that apple bobbing originated as a Roman festival for which goddess of fruit trees? Was it for Aphrodite? Was it for Demeter? Or was it for Pomona?
Palm.
HBK in first with Palm. I will give it to you, HBK, under protest, because there's nothing else really similar to it. Was it Pomona? Yes, indeed, it was HBK. And with that, my friend, you get to choose a suspect. So the question is, which of these three do you think was the murderer? Was it Nurse Enema? Was it Pilch? Or was it the old man?
Old man.
HBK says it was the old man. Was it the old man? No, it was not the old man. And I want to check something real quick, so bear with me. Oh, I can't check it. Damn it. Because if I do, I'm going to change something. No, maybe I won't. Okay, I just wanted to check something. That's all. And I just lost. Why did I just lose? Damn it, I just lost my slideshow. Alright, we're gonna have to do this the hard way. Oh, that's not good. Just lost my slideshow. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, here is your next question. Trick-or-treating has been around since medieval times, when poor folks wore costumes and begged for money in exchange for songs or prayers. What was this tradition originally known as? Was it known as soling, cajoling, or treating? I don't know how it lost the window. Well, yeah, I think I do know how I lost the window, but trick-or-treating has been around since medieval times.
Cajoling.
Rose says cajoling. Was it
Cajoling.
cajoling?
Cajoling.
No, it was not cajoling. Alright, so HBK and D-back. Was it soling or was it treating?
Soling.
HBK says it was soling. Was it soling? Yes, indeed it was. That was what it was known as, was soling. And with that, HBK, you get to choose a room. And really, we're down to one room. We're down to the therapy room. And with that, HBK scores the first Cluedo of the game and 200 points. Alright, so HBK, if you win the game with the most points, you're guaranteed 2 numbers off the vault because you've got the Cluedo, the first Cluedo. Alright? So you guys gotta bear with me because like I said, with it changing, I have to pay a lot more attention to where the mouse ends up. Otherwise I will crash the game. Alright guys, so we know Dr. Jekyll died in the therapy room. Here is your next question. Which of these Halloween symbols is said to be good luck if you see it on Halloween night? And it said the spirit of a loved one is looking over you. Which of these Halloween symbols is said to be good luck if you see it on Halloween night? And it is said the spirit of a loved one is looking over you. So is it a black cat, an owl, or a spider? And because we found the first Cluedo, the values are now doubled. So the next Cluedo is actually worth 400 points. Which of the following Halloween symbols, the black cat, the owl, or the spider, is said to be good luck?
Black cat. Spider.
HBK says black cat. Is it
Cat.
the black cat? No, it is not the black cat. Rose says it's the spider. Is it the spider? Indeed it is. Spiders are said to be good luck. If you actually see one, it's supposed to be the spirit of one of your ancestors, your ghost, or a loved one looking out for you. So if you kill spiders, you're re-killing a family member. Alright, so, Rose. We're looking for a suspect. And we are down to Nurse Enema or Pillage. Is it Nurse Enema that's our murderer, or is it Pilch that is our murderer? And right now, again, the Cluedo's worth 400.
Nurse.
Rose says Nurse Enema killed Dr. Jekyll. I believe it. But is it true? No, it is not. But you score 180 points because, again, all points are doubled to put you at 520. Which means, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 2 answers left. And we know they are both Cluedos, so they are both very, very important. Alright, give me a minute. I gotta get my damn... Alright guys, here is your next question. Dracula actually translates into English as the son of what? Dracula actually translates into English as the son of what? Is it son of devil, son of dragon, or son of demon? Dracula actually translates into English as the son of what? Is it the son of devil, son of dragon, or son of demon? Rose says it is son of dragon.
Dragon. Demon.
Is it dragon? Yes, it is, bros.
It's very rude to read over my shoulder.
Dracula is actually son of dragon, and which means you got one weapon choice. The choice is the laser pistol, which means there's the Cluedo for 400, which means you have now taken the lead. All right, so this is going to be very, very, very interesting. I did not expect this to come down to the last question. I really didn't. It is very simple. HBK, if you get it, you tie with bros,
Sweet.
but you win on the number. But you will win on the number of Cluedos. Yes, because you each have one Cluedo. D-Bag doesn't have any. If D-Bag gets it, or whoever gets this question basically wins the game.
It tells the story of your
D-Bag and Bros would win by points. HBK would win by the number of Cluedos he got. So it is very, very important. Like I said, I did not expect it to come down to the last question, but I like that. All right, guys, here is the last and most important question. The 1978 film, Halloween, took how many days to create? The 1978 film, Halloween, took how many days to create?
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, dun dun dun. Did it take 41 days, 61 days, or 21 days? How many days did the 1978 film Halloween take to create?
6-1.
Bros says 61 days. If Bros is right, Bros wins. HBK says 41 days.
2-1.
And D-Bag says 21. Let's find out if it was 61 days. No, it was not. Bros is not going to win this game. Sorry, Bros. It's the way it's turning out. If it is 41 days, HBK has won, and he will get 3 numbers. Well, we don't do a vault. We're not doing a vault tonight. I keep wanting to say vault. We're not doing a vault for this one. If it is 21, D-Bag wins. Is it 41 days? No, it is not. D-Bag has just won our Cluedo game, ladies and gentlemen. And again, it was that close. It was that close. D-Bag took it, 1,220 points. Bros had 920, and HBK had 320. Congratulations, D-Bag. The Quasimodo piece
Good game. Congratulations back.
is yours, my friend.
Well done back.
All right, D-Bag, our winner. Now, normally,
Congratulations back.
D-Bag, I think I had your address, but you may want to send it to me just in case.
That was a good close game.
So congratulations, D-Back. D-Back has claimed the last of the locked Halloween prizes. Now, again, ladies and gentlemen, we will again be on tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, there will be an open game, at least one open game, for the final prize. And the final prize, again, I was saving what I think is the best for last. You guys may disagree. Is the mummy piece.
Thank you, DC fan.
Again, this thing is heavy. The mummy. It's from the Hollywood collection. From Universal. Whoop, there's the Universal tag. And like I said, this thing is very, very heavy. So be back again. You get the chance, send me your address. And to show you guys who killed who. Oops. I lost my suspects. There we go. So, Pledge killed Dr. Jekyll in the therapy room with the laser pistol. So, congratulations, D-Back.
Nice.
I was going to run another game tonight, but I don't think I'm going to do it. Normally I run 2 games on the night, but since it's work tomorrow, I still got a couple things I got to take care of before heading off to bed. I am going to wrap things up this evening with that one. But again, I want to thank you guys. Again, we will be back on tomorrow night. Nerdy Show will run from 6 to about 7:30. Jekyll's will run from about 7:30 to 8:30. It is an hour tomorrow, right, Dr. Jekyll? Let me know. Central Time. I want to make sure.
Good night, everyone.
All right, bros. Have yourself a good one, my friend.
Good night, everyone. Thanks, Saints fan smile. After nerdy, yes.
All right, so there you go, guys. So starting tomorrow, if you guys aren't doing anything, if you're not watching a football game, 6 o'clock, Nerdy Effect. 7:30, and this is Central Time, so 8:30 Eastern Time, Dr. Jekyll. And then whenever Dr. Jekyll's show ends is when we will be doing the final Halloween prize episode for tomorrow. And again, tomorrow's will be an open game. If you have won previously, you are eligible to win tomorrow night. So ladies and gentlemen, with that, we're going to bid y'all a good night. For Professor von Quizelstein, adieu, auf Wiedersehen, and bon voyage. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you tomorrow night with another special guest host. Until then.
Text to speech. Text to speech unavailable here.